silent mode. There we go. Now we are in silent mode. Go live right here. There we go. I'm getting just such a really weird, chaotic start today. I got to do this again. Let's do this here. What happened? Not there. I am just all over the place this morning. Everybody's just going to have to deal with that until I get my shit together right now. Oh, yeah, that's what's going on my phone. Look at this. We have too many apps open and I can't get onto the one I want to get onto, which is right here. And now in 3, 2, 1, I can go. There we go. All right. So sorry about the little delay in getting started today. Got to adjust this camera here. What happened? Was there like an earthquake in here or something last night? There we go. All right, good. That looks good. All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How interesting. EMT885 joined the chat, and he happens to be sitting about 6 feet from me right now. Interesting. That's interesting. And today is the first time I've ever gone live in my little studio and had somebody in here. My brother from Vegas is here, the guy that I had to leave early for yesterday, who is now in my house. But what's up, everybody? How are you doing? Today is day 43. 43 days every single day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, East Coast, United States, New York, if you're not sure what Eastern Daylight Time is. And that's when I go live. And all these videos, as I say every day, are available on all of my social media outlets that you can find from that link above. And I'm getting a really slow start today. Today's my Wednesday day when I went to the chiropractor. But other than that, no real intentional topic today. I did want to talk about something this week that's really important to do because everybody's always looking for some way to relax themselves more. And, we sit in front of the TV, we scroll through social media, or we just sit there mostly kind of bitching and complaining about life that's going around us, rather than taking those proactive steps to really do something in our lives that's just beneficial for us. And we oftentimes don't do these things because we think everything we have to do has to be some great big accomplishment. Everything always has to be I'm going to cook dinner tonight. It has to be a big lavish dinner. I'm going to learn this craft and I have to master it. And that's not the case. So people oftentimes just give up. They just say, why bother? I'm just going to continue to be the way I am. I'm going to scroll through social media, watch TV, or just sit on my butt and not do anything. And they feel anxious, they're stressed. And I've talked many times about the things you can do, like meditation and mindfulness. You can get up and go out for a walk. When you're doing the dishes, you can sit and listen to the water, hearing the water, feeling the water, the dishes, really bringing your mind into the present moment. If you're stressed out and you're in your car and you can't seem to get yourself grounded, if you instantly just start dictating and narrating everything you visually see around you, a street sign, a blue car, grass, tree, exit 42, you're instantly bringing your mind out of that state. And it may take a minute. You might be sitting there going, exit 42 and blue car. You might be mad when you're doing it, but the more you do it and focus on the things that are around you, the better. But my point is, at home, something as silly as this. This is an adult coloring book. And I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous to so many people, an adult coloring book. And this one actually happens to be on mindfulness and about mindfulness because it's mandalas. And what are mandalas? They are Buddhist and Tibetan artwork, and they're representations of the universe and creations and things like that. So this is all just mindful mandalas. Now, listen to me. If you're the big tough guy who, can never shed a tear in front of anybody, or you're somebody who's just looking to incorporate something in your life. If you went out and looked in the book section of your local supermarket, your local drugstore, every single place now sells adult coloring books. And they have them in all different types of themes, not just mindfulness or meditation. They have fantasy, animals, trees, nature, space, all of these things. You pick yourself up one of these and a box of colored pencils. And like I just said, the big tough guy who would never sit down and color in a coloring book, right? You sit down and just start coloring. There's nothing on here that tells you what color to use in what little section. So right off the bat, you're being creative. You're using your imagination. You're just maybe subconsciously going, all right, I'm just going to use green here and blue here. But then as you start seeing those colors go down, you will start considering complementing and matching them. So even something small like that, getting a simple little adult coloring book and taking some time just to sit down and feel stupid at the beginning. You'll sit there and go, I can't believe I'm doing this. But when you sit back and you see this image start coming to life, you're taking your own time. You're spending time to yourself. You're being mindful. You're being here in the present moment. You're not lost in thought. You're not thinking about the past. You're not thinking about the future. You're actually being creative. You're connecting hand to eye coordination. So there are a plethora of benefits from something as simple excuse me, as that. And I said there's many of them. And I love these, man. I really do. Unfortunately, I don't get to color them in many of them because as soon as I bring them home, my daughter wants to color in them. So what I've started to do is now I get two of them. I'll buy my own and then I get a second one because I know she's going to want mine. Even if I get home one on ducks and unicorns, she's still going to want daddy's. So you always got to remember that if you have kids in the house, you always got to get one for them too. And that's actually a really good thing now. It's a really good thing because even a coloring book for your children is a great way to teach them to be mindful. As they're coloring, you can say to them, what are you thinking about right now? And they'll say, nothing, I'm coloring. And you can say, you see that? So the next time you get stressed or mad, you can come in your room and color and make yourself feel better to make those thoughts go away. There's so many ways we can express these things to children. And who are you? Who are you? You're still that child that was born into this world. You're just pretending you're an adult because you got so much shit crammed in your head that you don't know who you are anymore. So why don't you reconnect with that nice, pure, innocent, fun, excited side and part of you inside and get an adult coloring book and get some colored pencils and sit there, man. Crayola, man, makes boxes of 100 colored pencils now. It's not expensive. It's Crayola. Sit down and just start coloring. I promise you, you will feel better. You will be releasing stress and anxiety. You'll be here in the present moment. And who cares if everybody in your family thinks you're nuts because you're sitting at the dining room table doing a coloring book? It's your life, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about you. And to be completely honest, they're going to benefit from it too, because the calmer you are, the less anxious you are, the more present you are. That means the more kindness and compassion, the more attentive you are to everything that's going on around you. And again, I know it sounds so simple, but when I had my private community, I did an entire hour on this. And not to change the subject, but we really take our lives for granted. We sit down and we are constantly eating, constantly drinking. And those are all missed opportunities for us to bring ourselves in the present moment. Case in point, I'm picking up my Starbucks cup to take a sip right now. This cup has weight to it. I could feel it. The cozy has a texture to it that's different from the cup. There's color. So I can see, I can feel, I can smell the coffee and chocolate. I can taste it, the flavor. I can feel the texture. I can bring myself instantly here in the present moment just by sipping a cup of coffee. So really think of how many things you're doing in your life, from waking up to walking across the floor in your house, to turning a faucet when you're taking a shower, to brushing your teeth, to wiping a towel across your body, to eating breakfast, to walking outside, to starting your car, to sitting at your desk at work. How many things are you doing during the day? And while you're doing them, your mind is completely someplace else. You're just in thought. you're in the past, you're in what you're doing later today, you're in depression and sadness and in inadequacy and invalidation, all while you're doing something else. But if you just really stop and focus your attention on your senses, feeling, seeing, tasting, touching, and hearing, utilizing the senses, not sensors, senses, utilizing your senses to bring you here in the present moment, you can continuously and constantly, always and infinitely be here in the present moment. And these are simply conscious choices you have to make. It's not like you've got to go outside and beat somebody up so you can be more present. It's not like you've got to learn how to run a 26-mile marathon. All you have to do is say, I'm here in the supermarket. I'm going to pay attention to every color I pass on the shelves. Look at all these colors. Look at these people, the lights. Anywhere you are, I'm in my studio with you right now. So obviously I have 3 cameras, a ring light, the back of Craig's head. There's all these things that can bring me here in the present moment. The squeaking of the chair that he's in. These are all things that can bring you into the present moment. And why? Why do we want to be here in the present moment? Well, one, because we must, and you must be exhausted and tired of living in memories, being defined and dictated by everything that happened in your past. You must hate at this point looking into the future and having fear and uncertainty and anxiety about it. So why? Because you'll be here. And what is here? This right now, this moment right now, this back of the head squeaky chair, 3 camera moment that we're sharing right now is the only moment in our lives that truly exists. I say it all the time. The past is inaccessible. The future hasn't happened yet. We only have now. And the more we can be present, the more present we can be, the more in this moment we can be. We can literally exist and experience and observe every single nanosecond of our life. And we can do it from that beautiful place of calmness and stillness within. Good morning. Good morning. It's nice to see you here, everybody. It's nice to see you here. And I know you were all so captivated by my words right now, but don't forget to tap the screen. I always say not because of the algorithm, but you know what? Today we're going to say because of the algorithm, because everything's going crazy with social media these days. You hear me, you see me, you feel me, you sense me, you know my intentions are good and kind. So when you tap the screen and show me those hearts on the screen, I know you are sending me that love. Thank you. And you're also teaching the algorithm that, yeah, I want to see these videos every day. And like I said, every day, I love all of you. I care about all of you. I hope you're all living your best life. But all of you like you who are tapping the screen right now, I'm sending you that extra special little bit of love today. May your days be abundantly blessed. Abundantly blessed. We're going to meditate in a moment, but I have to tell you something. Yesterday and for the past few days, listen to me. You are all my witness because you've been watching. I've been saying I've just been feeling really good, very alert, very connected, very grounded, and very content. I've been very content, really feeling very elevated and differently lately, and especially this past week or so. And you know why? I realized what it is yesterday when we finished our live stream yesterday and I got up and turned around to pick up some of my stuff. I realized that I now have my grounding mat in my studio underneath my meditation mat, and it's plugged in. And so every single day when I'm in here meditating or doing live now, I've been grounded continuously. And right now I'm talking to you, I'm on my grounding mat and I feel incredible. And I am the last person on the planet who would ever put any type of belief or something into a product. But grounding is a real thing. It's been scientifically proven. Don't worry, open the door, let it squeak. It's been scientifically proven. Grounding works. And the way this works is it's connected to the ground of your house and it's connecting you to the electromagnetic frequency of the earth. And it really is something incredible because our bodies do have a true symbiotic relationship with the work. And when your frequencies and energetic levels are matching and feeding and cycling through the earth, it is incredible. And this isn't a sales pitch, nothing, because you could go buy a grounding mat from anyone you want. But there is a link in my bio to the exact grounding mat, the company that I'm sitting on. There's a 10% discount code in there. And again, I'm not trying to sell you something, but if you are somebody who's making that little space in your home where you're going to meditate, or you want to put one underneath your sheets when you sleep, they work. And I almost feel ridiculous saying it, but they really do work. I'm actually going to make a video on how to use your grounding mat. It's very simple. It's you plug it in and you sit on it, honestly. But many people don't know and they don't understand it. And they're really, really incredible. And for somebody like me who has clairaudience and channels, it's absolutely incredible because when you do ground yourself and you go into those mindful states, you are really more receptive. The channels are wider, the frequencies are clearer because you're grounded. And perfect example, you ever listen to a radio, or remember back in the day, a radio would be staticky or you couldn't get a good picture on the TV and you would touch it? And now all of a sudden the station comes in perfectly clear, or you can see the picture clear. It's the same thing. When you're grounded, when you're literally truly grounded, not just I ground my energy by affirming it, when you're really truly grounded, it is the same thing. You are clear, you are in tune with the planet's frequency, and you are receiving and picking up. And it's absolutely wonderful. It helps sleep. I've been sleeping better. I've had more energy during the day, and life just seems more vibrant. That's probably the best way to say it. Life seems more vibrant. So, with that being said, if you have an interest in it, I've made a video on my social media about. It's titled. You can see the title in the video about grounding mats. And like I said, in the link up there on my profile is a link to a very well made, excellent company that makes grounding mats. They're not expensive, and there's even a 10%. I know 10% isn't a lot, but it is something, and it is a little bit of motivation to get you to check it out. Okay, everybody, I promise you, if you're somebody who's into spirituality, connecting with nature and earth, and into meditation and mindfulness and looking to expand in their practice, I would really encourage you to get one. Okay. With that being said, please get to a nice, comfortable position physically, in the body and in the mind. Just here with me. And as we're talking, it's day 43. What are we going to do right now? We're going to scan our body. We're going to just make sure that we're relaxing the skin on our forehead, our cheeks, our jaw. Thank you so much for the love this morning. I see you, and may your day be extra special today. May you feel all that gratitude that is truly inside of you, and may you see all of the beauty that is truly around you. All of you who are sharing that love with me today, thank you. May you all have a wonderful and beautiful day today. But for those of you who are throwing ripples into the pond, pebbles in there with me, and throwing that energy out to the collective, I thank you, because that's really what you're doing. We're completing that cycle and that circle. I'm here projecting it out. You're receiving it and sending it back to me just by tapping the screen. And that means in this moment, that beautiful energy is freely flowing out there for all life everywhere, without ultimatum, without restriction. Just like right now, no restrictions. Deep breath into the center of the chest. And on the exhale, just let the shoulders drop, settling in. Take a deep breath in again. Exhaling, releasing any more stress and tension that's in the body. Relax the arms. Take another deep breath in. Close your eyes and feel and sense that disconnect, that shift into stillness. Take a moment. Just sense and feel that beautiful feeling that you have when you close your eyes and go within. The minute we close our eyes, there is this sense of disconnect. And we are. We are closing our eyes, disconnecting the camera from the physical reality, and bringing our awareness within. Within. What is within? You can still see. You can see the light, the movement, the shadows, the depth. You can still sense. You can communicate within. All of those things. But what are we really looking for? When we sit like this in meditation, when we breathe and we focus on our breath, when we let all the sounds be, even the thoughts that come into our mind, we just observe them, sense those emotions that are connected to it, and then we just let it go and come back within, and that fades away. But what are we looking for within? The observer. And I want you to really ponder something today as we sit in extended silence. When you are within and you are observing, existing in that space, and you see and you are aware and you are connected to and embracing, not judging, not labeling, not identifying with, just being a part of. Still beyond that is the true observer. When we still see and process and think in any way in our mind, we are still processing and thinking. But beyond that action, beyond that simple movement of mind, there is that energy. And in its simplest explanation, you and I are just that simple form of energy that has awareness. Nothing connected to it specifically, nothing connected to it by emotion, by reality, by thought, completely free. Just like right now, the sounds around me in my room, they distract us for a moment. They pull us from that stillness. But when we realize and remember that's right, those sounds are just there. There's nothing I can do about them. Even if they upset me or frustrate me, I realize that that is not me. It's just something I'm sensing and feeling. We center and we return back within. We breathe, we calm ourselves. But still, that is a part of the ego. It's not until we completely stop, completely let go, and become that stillness, that silence, that we are truly being the energetic awareness that we are. So take a moment, sit in silence with me. If thoughts come to the mind, that's exactly why you're doing this. You're teaching and learning how to not let those emotions and thoughts dictate who you are by seeing them and returning back within and just sitting, gently breathing, no expectations, no judgments. All sounds and sensations are there. Let them be, just like the thoughts. Sit. Sit in silence. Let everything be as it should be, including your thoughts. Remember, if your mind wanders off into thought or a sound distracts you, it's okay. It's perfectly okay. When you realize that's happening, simply bring your awareness back within. You can visually focus on the nothingness, the textures, everything within the mind's eye. You can focus your attention gently on your natural breath. You can even bring your awareness to sensations of the body. You have so many ways to bring yourselves here in the present moment, even with your eyes closed. In this moment, bring your awareness to your entire body. Take a moment to just internally start scanning the parts of your body. Not looking, not touching. Your left hand, your left leg, up your left arm, over your shoulder, drawing a line over the top of your head, coming down the right side of your head. Just feeling that line go down the shoulder, tracing down the arm, the leg, around your feet. Just become aware of your entire body in this moment. Your hands, your feet, your toes, your chest, your teeth, the back of your head, the top of your head, the bottom of your spine, and the top of your spine. You can literally feel and sense every part of your body. You can feel the energetic outline around your body. So many ways to bring yourself in the present moment, even when your eyes are closed. The breath, the mind's eye, sensations of the body, or the energetic field around the body. All there with you always. Sense that feeling right now you have. Each day, more and more, you become connected to that observing awareness. It feels incredible. Gently draw a deep breath into the center of your chest. Lengthen the spine and exhale, realigning and centering your body. Deep breath in, gently wiggling the fingers and the toes, re-engaging the body, moving the neck, shoulders, and exhaling. And one more nice deep breath in, continuing to keep the eyes closed. Align the body, relax on the exhalation, and take a minute to two on your own to sit in silence. And when you are ready, when you are comfortable, gently open your eyes. Thank you. There you go. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Let yourself come back slowly. Don't rush. Take your time. And really bring your awareness when you open your eyes. Shift your awareness back within. Eyes open, but focusing on within. And really be aware of how that feeling, that stillness, that calmness is still inside of you. You can feel that, you could be mindful of it, and we get to carry this on with us throughout our day. And it is a beautiful ability that you have, my friend. And the more we do this each day, the more we strengthen our capacity to be here interacting and reacting from this place. So thank you so much for being here with me today. Today is day 43. All of these are available to watch, along with all other 8,000 of my videos that continuously grows. And this Friday is our viewer questions and answers. Tomorrow is Thursday. We'll have a topic. And then on Friday, we do our questions and answers. And of course, a meditation like every day. But thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for sharing this moment. I know these sessions today and this week are a little shorter. My brother is visiting from out of town, and I just want to spend some time with him, some quality time. But thank you for being here. Thank you for taking time with me. And remember, if you do have questions, if there's things going on in your life that you're not comfortable sharing here on social media, you always have the option of private messaging me on these outlets or going to my website and connecting with me through a one-on-one. Until then, my friends, have a beautiful day. I'll see you all very soon. Thank you so much.